What is going on, beautiful people? Today, we're going to be talking about what your absence does to a narcissist. How do they react to your absence? If you're new here, my name is Lee Hammock. I'm a diagnosed narcissist, and welcome to another episode of the Narcissist Code. So boom, welcome back, folks. Welcome back. Yes, what the hell does your absence do to a narcissist? Before we hop into today's episode, y'all, if you haven't subscribed, y'all hit that subscribe button. We're about to start our bigger podcast. The Mental Illness Podcast is about to launch on this channel. So hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any episodes of the Mental Illness Podcast. All things mental health related, not just narcissism, all things mental health. But yes, y'all, narcissistic people, the narcissists. What does your absence do to them? Not when I say what does your absence do to them, I'm not just referring to like you going to the mall or something like that. I mean, I could refer to that. I'm gonna talk about temporary absence and permanent absence here in a few minutes. But like I said, I'm not just talking about one or the other. I'm gonna mention both while I'm talking about this. But this is the mindset, the mentality that happens right here, y'all. If you're dealing with an abusive narcissist, a manipulative narcissist, your absence can mess with their heads. Because I think most people would know, most people who understand narcissism, or most people who are getting to know more about narcissism, understand that the more you, like I said, narcissists think you belong to them. They try to claim ownership of you. They're like, okay, you belong to me. I own you. So if I own you, you belong to me, then this is how things are going to work, right? If you belong to me and I own you, then your absence is going to mess with me because I don't want anybody else to have you. So even in a short-term absence, like if you're going out with your friends, they're discombobulated. You see what I'm saying right there? Like you're going out with your friends and family members or whatever. You're going to hang out, girls' night, guys' night. You're just going to a football game, basketball game. You're going to the movies, whatever it is. They be blowing your damn phone up, asking you to respond to them, trying to FaceTime you, ask you who all there, just jittery as hell. Now, does that make them a narcissist? No, it doesn't absolutely make them a narcissist. Some of y'all might do the same thing, but the controlling dynamic of it, the abusive dynamic, it's the intent right there, right? It's the intent. They want to control you. They want to exhaust you to the point where you get so sick and tired of messaging them back and forth, dealing with them back and forth, that you just like, you know what? To hell with this, and you just go ahead and block them and you be done with them, right? That's what ends up happening to a lot of people in this situation. You just end up you be like, man, to hell with you, and you go ahead and block them and you be done with them, right? Maybe be done with them that night, but you unblock them when you get home. But a lot of times they want to exhaust you to the point where you don't want to go out anymore. Like you just sit home, you don't leave the house anymore because you feel like if you leave the house, this person is going. If you feel like if you leave the house, they're going to make your life a living hell. You be like, I can't go outside. I can't leave the house because if I go outside and I leave the house, then I'm gonna get chastised. They're gonna try to hold me accountable. They're gonna do this. They're gonna do that. A lot of people fall into this category. A lot of people fall into that. So you just don't want to go out anymore because you know what's going to happen. You know the effects of going out. So you choose not to. You choose to just sit in the house and just sit around and not want to do anything else. That happens to so many people, right? So your short-term absence can make them go crazy. It can also make them go crazy to the point where they go out here and try to cheat on you, right? They blame you for not being there. Like, especially if y'all have kids together, right? If y'all have kids, if you have to go to the store or something like that, they make it seem like having the kids for an hour is just the worst thing possible. I can't take care of these damn kids. This is your job. Get your ass home now. You can't. Next time you have to leave, take these little bastards with you. That's crazy. That's crazy, y'all. It just is. The narcissist in your life they can be going insane. They can be doing a lot of this type of stuff because they get angry and they get upset because of what's happening, what's going on. Like they can't handle it. They can't handle the rejection. They can't handle the mentality. They can't handle like the work it takes sometimes when they by themselves. They hate to be by themselves. Like even your short-term absence, they hate to be alone. They don't want anybody else to have you. They don't think you're going to come back. A lot of narcissistic people have abandonment issues. So even your short-term absence can trigger those abandonment issues. And don't let the fact that they have abandonment issues, y'all, keep you in the house. Well, they have abandonment issues, Lee. I guess I'll just stay in the house. You better not stay your ass in the damn house. You bet not. I sound like a father, don't you? You bet not. Old black father from back in the day. Oh, you bet not take your ass to the. You bet not sit your ass in the house. You bet not. But that's what happens, y'all. That's what goes on. That's the part of it right there. That's the mentality that so many people face right there, y'all. So I'll say that right there. Now, the long-term absence, like the no contact, the breakups, that type of stuff, you can really activate a narcissist, right? Your absence. I know a lot of times you might think that your absence will give them time to self-reflect. Like a non-narcissistic person, a mentally healthy person will take your absence, sit with what they've done, and try to change their behaviors. But not a manipulative narcissist. They're not going to sit with it. They're not sitting with what they've done and rationalizing it and realizing it and trying to work on it, taking accountability. No, the mentally ill narcissist is going to be sitting there with their shame, getting angrier, getting more vitriolic, getting crazier, thinking of plotting revenge, planning to stalk you, maybe planning to harm you, planning to hurt you in some way, shape, or form. That type of stuff happens to so many people as well. So it's not just the narcissistic person that this happens to in those spaces where they, like I said, where the situation may arise where they like the absence will get you, right. The absence will get to you. It will destroy you. It will destroy them. So when you go no contact, that's why when you go no contact, or you're giving them you're matching their silence. They'll give you the silent treatment and you're just matching their silence, right? Or you just refuse to talk to them because you know if you say something to them, like they'll just overreact, they'll just explode on you. That can make them go crazy because your absence means no control. Narcissistic people thrive on control. They want to have so much control. They want to have so much power over people, right? So if they want to have so much power and control over people, they keep doing the same things over and over and over again. They keep the mental stuff. They keep just doing this. They keep cycling through it. They keep cycling around and around and over again, y'all. They love it. They said they love the control. They love the power. So if they lose it, you can see why they can go. You can see why they would go crazy, right? You can see why they'll just flip my mind. You can see why they would. You can see why they would lose their mind, don't you? Because if I have all this power and control, and I feel like I own you, so I feel like I own you, and you leave, you disappear, you go no contact, you go no response. Like we have kids, and you're not responding to my attacks anymore. I feel like I've lost control of you, so I lose control of you. A lot of times, I lose control of myself. I lose control of my own mental health. The thoughts, like your absence can make the narcissist's thoughts run wild, right? Your absence in a narcissist's life could make their thoughts run absolutely wild. Like they could be losing their minds with the thoughts that they are thinking, right? The thoughts that they are thinking. They could absolutely lose their minds because they're imagining you being with somebody else because that's what they would do. That's what they would do, right? That's what they would do. They're always thinking that you're going to be with somebody else. So you must, because they would be with somebody else. If I were to leave you, it would be for somebody else. And I'm not going to leave you to be by myself. I'm going to leave you to be with somebody else. You see what I'm saying? So does that make sense to y'all? I'm going to leave you to be by myself because, so I'm assuming that you are doing the same. No, I'm not going to leave you to be by myself. I'm going to leave you for somebody else. So I'm assuming that you are doing the same thing. So your absence make me think you're getting them cheeks clapped by somebody else. You see what I'm saying? Or you clapping somebody else's cheeks, whatever the situation may be. Like your absence may do that type of stuff to people. So your absence might make their thoughts run wild. That's why they start stalking. That's why they start popping up. That's why they keep calling and texting and creating fake phone numbers, creating fake profiles to follow you on Instagram and message you. That's why they keep doing this type of stuff because they're imagining the what you might be doing with somebody else. They're imagining the fun that you're having. They're imagining the Kama Sutra. You're doing a Kama Sutra. Yeah, they bought you a Kama Sutra book, right? And you took it. Where's they going through the house like you done moved out? They come home. All your stuff is gone. They're like, where's? Don't tell me they took the Kama Sutra book. They didn't take the Kama Sutra book. They couldn't have. They looking everywhere for it. They can't find the Kama Sutra book. So they're imagining you in a tantric pose, getting your cheeks clapped. They go crazy. That's why I tell y'all, going no contact with a narcissist affects them the most because they lose that control over you. They have no more control over you. They can't do anything about it. So they lose control. They can't do anything. You have all the power in the situation. That's why I tell y'all the power dynamic works for you in your favor to keep going, to keep no contact, to go absent, to give them, let them feel your absence. Most times though, y'all, your absence is not going to teach them a lesson. It's going to make them want to teach you a lesson. That's why if you go no contact and you break no contact, and you go back with them, they teach you a lesson. They punish you. That's why it doesn't get better, right? That's why it doesn't get better with the narcissistic person, because they think that you're okay now. And then plus you abandoned me before. I can't let that happen again. So they automatically in their minds now, they're thinking that you have one foot out the door always. They're always thinking that you have one foot out the door, right? So this is the space that so many narcissistic people fall into. Why does it get worse when he goes back? I'm just like, why? It gets. So look, I'm typing something. I have a notes app. I was in video ideas to the notes app and whatnot, so I can remember to do a video about that later. It might be my next video. But yeah, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Give them your absence. They deserve your absence. They don't deserve your presence. When they have your presence, they treat you horribly. Right? They have your presence. They neglect you. They abuse you. They chastise you. They invalidate you. So give them your absence. That's what they deserve. Anyways, y'all, like I said, the podcast is launching soon. I appreciate every single one of y'all. I'm super thankful for you. I'm super grateful for you. And as always, y'all, mental healness is out. Peace. What's going on, beautiful folks? Thank you so much for making it to the end of my video. I truly appreciate it. You have no idea. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Y'all, you made it this far. You might as well subscribe. It really does help the channel, y'all. Y'all helps me reach more people as well. Also, I have coaching, my courses, and my support group available at www.mentalhealness.net. Thank you so much. Make sure you stick around, watch another video or two. I appreciate it. I'm out.